Hi everyone, color changing bulbs, very cool. Bluetooth speakers, very cool. But what happens if you mash these together? You get the magic bulb from Origem. Yes, this is a color changing bulb and speaker all in one. And I have to tell you, I was expecting so little from this and I got so much. I am so impressed with this little bulb, speaker, whatever you want to call it, magic bulb. Now ordinarily this would screw into a table lamp or into a fixture in your ceiling, but since that wouldn't be very practical to do on video, I'm going to use this little desktop lamp holder right here. And I'll lay it on its side so you can easily see it on camera. So let's switch it on. And it immediately turns on with this bright white LED. So every time you switch it on or off of the wall, you're going to get a classic white light. And it is very bright. But where it really gets interesting is when you run the iLight app, which connects over Bluetooth. Now you may have noticed the picture suddenly changed. What happened is I had to change my camera settings because it was making all of the colors look white because it was overexposing the image. So I did make a slight tweak to my camera there. So if I select blue, you can see it goes blue. If I select red, it goes red. Or actually that's more of a pink. Let's hit this one for red. Yeah, that's better. Now, honestly, the camera's not doing this justice. I'm getting much more vibrant colors on this than what you're seeing on the camera, but I don't really want to mess around too much with the camera settings. So you can see that it's so easy to change color. You can just basically drag it around the color wheel, or you can just click. You can also change the brightness. So let's say we put it on red. I can then put it on, say, 50% of brightness. And I played with a lot of these Bluetooth controlled bulbs, a lot of these Wi-Fi controlled bulbs, and I have to say this is one of the best with regards to the app because it works every time. With other ones I've always had a problem where I had to restart the app or I had to keep clicking multiple times. This one seems to work first time every time, so I've been quite impressed with that. Now something that's interesting is when you press this one in the middle it goes white, and that's much brighter, and let me show you why. Now this isn't a proper teardown, but let me just pop the front off and show you quickly. Can you see there? There's two different sets of LEDs. These ones here, the white block ones, they're multicolored LEDs, and then the yellow looking ones are the ones that produce the white light. So there's actually two different sets of LED on there, and that's why the white ones are super bright. And there's some other cool features in the app, for instance pulsing, where it kind of gets brighter and dimmer and swaps through the different colors. That's pretty cool. You can also do this rainbow where it just kind of flashes through the different colors. That's not so impressive. You can also do candle, which is meant to simulate like a candle. You'd have to put it, I guess, on yellow or white to make that really look okay, but I really don't like the candle effect. You can also do rhythm, which will make it go with your music. Now right now we're not playing music, so nothing's happening. Another cool thing it's got is sleep assist, where you can make it turn off after say 20 minutes or 30 minutes. That's great if you're using it in a bedroom and you don't want to get up to turn your light off at night, because you can turn this thing on and off from the app. You don't have to use the wall switch. If anything, you should always leave this turned on at the wall and just turn it on and off in the app. It's much simpler, and then you never have to worry about whether you turned it on or off at the wall. Another cool feature is the timing light, where you can make it turn on at a certain time. You can even make it play music. So for instance, you could set this for 6 AM to turn on and start playing your music to wake you up. So pretty cool. Now at this point you might be thinking, yeah, I've seen color changing bulbs before, and okay, the app works well, but otherwise it's pretty much the same as all the others out there. Well, this is where the coolness comes in. Listen to this. How cool is that? I'm bopping my head behind the camera because this speaker sounds great, and that's what I said earlier. I expected so little from this and got so much. It sounds so much better than you could ever imagine. Yeah! Whitey Gadget on the speaker, reviewing those tech, yo. I cannot even describe to you how good that sounds. It is really impressive, especially considering how small the speaker is inside this thing. And when you put it in the middle of the room, like when you remove your old bulb and put this in its place, it is fantastic. It fills the whole room with music. The bass is a little bit lacking, but all I did was change my equalizer settings and it made it sound much better. I actually went for the jazz setting. I tried the bass booster and a few others, but for me, jazz setting was the best equalizer. It sounds fantastic. I just can't tell you like how impressed I am with this little thing. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for review. I didn't pay for it. It was sent from China. Here's the packaging: magic bulb, Origem. Can you see that? There you go. So this was sent to me for review, but as you've seen in my other videos, I'm not afraid of saying bad things about products. If they suck, I'll tell you they suck. This does not suck. It's $30 on Amazon. They've also given me a discount code, which I can put in the video description to give you $5 off. But it's actually really impressive. Like, I don't have any complaints. It gets a bit warm, I'll say that. Doesn't feel dangerously warm, but yeah, it does get warm. But then every LED bulb gets warm, so there's nothing new there really. But the fact that it can play music and they can play it so well just really impresses me. Okay, enough of that. Let's do some power measurements on this thing. Okay, so I've got it plugged into my watt meter, and you can see that when it's on the white bright LED setting, it consumes around 8, maybe 9 watts, anywhere between 8 and 9 watts, which is a little bit high, but then this is a pretty bright bulb, there's no doubt about that. When you put it on its color settings, it's not as bright, but when it's on the white setting, it's pretty bright. So let's try changing the color and see how much power it consumes. So let's start with red. Okay, look at the dramatic drop in power usage. We're down to around 1.92 watts. Let's try green. Pretty much the same. Let's try blue. Pretty much the same. Yellow. Pretty much the same. Oh, no, a little bit higher actually, sorry. So the yellow actually draws, you know, an extra watt, which is quite substantial really. Anyway, we do know that on its full bright white setting, that's when you're going to see the highest draw at around 8, maybe 9 watts. Now let's try turn off the lights and see how much power is drawn. Bear in mind it's still running the Bluetooth services, even if it's not actually doing anything. Okay, there we go, anywhere from 0.6 to 0.7 watts. Not too bad. I would like to see it a little bit lower, but it is doing some, you know, smart stuff inside, so I think we can allow that. Let's try put it on full brightness and stream some music to it. Well, that's interesting. It doesn't seem to be drawing any extra power. Okay, did you see that? It didn't draw that much extra power at all. Right now we're at around 8.6 watts. Let's play the music. Well, that's really surprised me. Let's turn off the LED and just check how much power is being consumed. So 0.9 watt. Let's turn up the music again. Yeah, look, it's really like barely anything. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this bulb. It's quite power efficient. The app works wonderful. It's all over Bluetooth, so you don't have to mess around with any Wi-Fi networks. It's just really impressive. It's only $30, and if you use the discount coupon, you get it for $25. I'm trying to think of any negatives of this. I mean, the only thing that I did see is some of the negative comments on Amazon, but most of those were people who couldn't understand how to install the application because you have to like scan a QR code on the box. So some people were getting like annoyed because they couldn't work that out. But otherwise, I can't really think of anything negative to say about it. It would be nice if it had a bit more bass, but if you play with the equalizer, it really makes it sound better. The only thing to remember is that when you set the colors here, you have to remember that this is only an ambient light. It's not going to be bright enough to like light up your whole room. It's really just an ambient light. If you want it to be a proper bulb where it's going to light up the room, then you have to put it on the white mode, and that is much brighter. Sorry that you can't see the colors very well right now because I did put my camera settings back so everything's overexposed. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the magic bulb from Origem, and you can find it on Amazon. I'm really impressed with it. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.